father's passing. You called us every single day to do everything in your power to help your friend Stanley. You were fighting a war against an invisible enemy, recklessly or maliciously released onto our shores from China, and you still made time to offer your assistance to us. President Trump, your sincerity and care for my father, I will never forget. You told me he was a real friend to you, and that you knew Stanley was an authentic friend, with no agenda other than to support you. You said Stanley didn't have an ounce of envy in him, and that he always was a sincere supporter. Well, Mr. President, I know firsthand that you are a real friend, and you are the real thing, and anyone would be lucky to have a friend so real as you. Even if you weren't the greatest president in our country's history, which you are, I would be indebted to you forever. You gave my dad his greatest excitement. He loved calling your win from the beginning. You were one of 17 candidates, and I will never forget being at a lunch with New York big shots and bankers, and one of them sarcastically asking, "Hey Stanley, what do you think Trump's chances are?" And my dad answers, 100% win. Wow. I said, "Dad, you want to leave yourself a little bit of room to be wrong?" But he was sure. He said to me, "My friend Donald doesn't play a game, he doesn't win." And from there, you went on to being the greatest president in our country's history. You bring the most refreshing honesty to our people. Your policies are brilliant and focused. You are on the right side of every America First issue there ever was. You woke up every day of your presidency and kept us safe. We have very, very esteemed holy men sitting in the front row here. They would like to pray for you and make a blessing on you. If I can call you up, and our rabbis will give you a very brief blessing.
He became a maniac at college. He loved it. It was a passion that he had, more so than just about anybody. We go in a room with the smartest people, the biggest people, people that gave $10 million, $25 million, and a couple even more than that. And he dominated the room. I mean, he was just amazing. He was an amazing guy, and he's part of the reason I'm here. So when I heard about this, I said, I'm going to be there. And you think this is easy? I want to tell you, the Secret Service, they're all over the place. Last night, went to Bedminster, which is not so far down the road. You know, by helicopters about 5 minutes. Especially these helicopters are pretty nice. But last night we went to the Hamptons, and we had a big deal with Paulson, successful guy, you know, John Paulson, very successful at his house. And we had a couple of other stuff. And the people in the Hamptons, now in Ohio, Texas, and Florida last week, 100,000 people at least in each place, riding down the streets, all over the highways, See that sign up there? They had signs, and even 5 times bigger, they hold it. You never saw anything like it. The press, the fake news doesn't talk about it. They don't talk. They would say, well, there was a spattering of Biden. I didn't see anybody for Biden. The guy's got no enthusiasm. He's shot.
Yeah.
But there's an ideology that is used in here, and we have to be very careful. But I'll tell you what happened. So we expected in Florida. It's incredible, the enthusiasm. We never had this, and we had a lot. We had probably more than anybody ever had in 2016. We never had the enthusiasm that we have now. Because now I've done all these things. I used to say Jerusalem. You guys would say, oh yeah. And by the way, not easy. I was called by every leader of every country. I know why other presidents. I don't even hold it against them. They all campaigned. They're going to do Jerusalem, going to be the capital of Israel. They're going to move the embassy and all that. And then they never did it. And how many presidents would you say? Many. This is going over many decades, many, many decades. And I know why, because they got to office. And they heard I was thinking about it. And I was called by half of the leaders of the world. And they're tough guys. And they're smart. And they're kind. And they're honest. And they're honest. If we win, we must win. We will have a deal with Iran within 4 weeks. I got to give myself a month because there are thousands of people. Everyone, they have the signs out, the Trump, they have that. They have signs all over the place. They have the Trump flag, they have the American flags. You ever notice the other side when they do, go somewhere, you never see an American flag, other than if it's burning. You see burning, but you never see. I can tell there's like a little hot spot of bad, people that are against us. I can say, oh, that little group over there, there's no American flag. American flags all over the place. This is in the Hamptons, and this is here. Last night in the Hamptons, I went. The richest areas. And I'm telling you, these people were in front of their houses waving the Trump flag and the Trump tent flag, the blue flag. They're way up in Texas. Think of this. They're saying he's going to play in Texas. Well, he's against oil and gas. They're against, as you know, the Second Amendment, guns. And they're against religion. Okay? And I said something in the room just before, looking at everybody, a family. I said, if for some reason they win, they're going to overturn the decision to make Jerusalem the capital of Israel. They're going to overturn that. And they can do that. As president, you can do pretty much what you want to do, certainly that subject. And they will overturn that. And didn't they even say that? Didn't somebody say that we're going to overturn the decision on Jerusalem?
And Iran.
And they will overturn, they'll make it, this is the worst deal. This is the worst deal. We gave them $150 billion, and we gave them $1.8 billion in cash. This is in green. Green, some of you know what green is. And I'm not talking about felonies and bank. And then they let him go, but everyone said, they let him go. Well, they let him go because the first cash payment was made right after they were let go. Now, they're not going to break up the cash. They let them go. They humiliated our country, and they humiliated the sailors, and then they let them go. If they weren't being paid all this money, they would have never let them go. But they're not stupid. They say, hey, wait a minute, these guys are giving us $150 billion. We're not going to keep these. Please go home. And remember, we have humiliated you. That's what they say. So, we're not going to stand for this crap. And if we win, by the way, if we win,
we must win.
We will have a deal with Iran within 4 weeks. I got to give myself a month because 100%. China wants us to lose. We will do things with China that you won't even believe it. I was inundated, and you heard me say this once or twice before I said it. So, like us, when we have something unpleasant, I don't take the call. So, I was going to do it on a Monday, and I get calls from various countries. You can imagine the country. You know the countries, many countries, but in specifically countries that you would think would make a call. Very strong calls. Please have him call me. Please have him call. This king, that king, this prime minister, that the president. Okay, many calls. In other words, I know why other presidents succumb to this tremendous pressure. So I said, I think I know why they're calling. Some of them actually said why they're calling. So I'm doing this on a Monday. I said, tell them I'll call her back on Tuesday or Wednesday. Then we announced what I was doing. We're going to move the embassy, we're going to be the capital of Jerusalem's going to be the capital of Israel, the whole big deal. All 100%, just the way you like it. I said, but tell them I'll call them back Tuesday, Wednesday, or sometime next week. So I announced it. Didn't speak to anybody. I announced it. Then I started making my phone. I'd say, King, how you doing? I said, what's up?